Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. Here I am again with this book since last year, trying to get it returned. So I'm gonna go. I haven't even read the last chapter. I'm gonna read it because I have plans, or the conclusion. But I just want to summarize because they kind of did it. Summary of what you need to do to get your stuff together. And I don't even remember where I left off, but this is chapter 10. Market is that there's nothing to do. So what he says is that what he has learned from the financial market is that there is nothing to do 99% of the time. So he goes on to say that there's 17 simple steps to super returns, and I believe we talked about this before because there was a little and he has it here again, a little cheat sheet. I forget. Figure 10.1, beating the dough with T-bonds, T-bills, and stock. It's an asset allocation worksheet. There it is. And I believe it was a whole chapter on this one before about the gold and the stuff. So he goes down and tells you 7 simple steps to super returns. And here are the steps. I'm going to read them to you. And, you know, it's determine your investment. Like, what do you have? What funds are you trying to invest? What you're going to invest on. Is it going to be bonds? Is it going to be, stock? And of course, like my point of action for this year, since I'm still not where I want to be, out of debt, but I'm going to start to invest because what is his name? Tony Robbins said that there's never a right time to do anything, but it's better to invest now than leave your money like sitting in a savings. So what I'm going to do, my plan of action for this year is every pay period was, which I just had one this past week on Friday. I'm going to take $100 and invest it in one of the is it 30 highest ones that the book gave me, which would be like Disney, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, thing, big companies like that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be safe, and once I have money in excess, then I could um, do a little bit of the other ones that are either you win or you lose. But right now I can't lose, so I'm gonna be very um, slow on what I do. And also I can invest in the bonds because you have to start at 1,000, and right now I'm paying off stuff, therefore I can't uh, save. I could, but I my choice is to pay off first and then invest, which might not be the best choice, but I just want to get out of debt. So I'm going to invest $100 every pay period and see where that takes me. But here are the steps in the book, and you could always go to the library and rent it, so you could check it out. But I'm just going to read the steps. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's determine your investment. So how much and where you're going to invest. Open an investment account. We talked about it already, where you sorry, the dog barking took me out of my. And anyway, open an investment account, like we talked about in previous chapters. I have one with Fidelity, but there's tons. Actually, I think he writes a bunch here. Discount and deep discount. Brown and Company, Burke, Charles Schwab, Computel, Detect, Discover, Donaldson, Lookfin and Jared, Dreyfus, Empire Financial, E-Trade, Fidelity, that's mine, Freedom Investment. It has tons and tons. You could just look them up and just open an account, because you need an account so you could transfer money there and then buy or invest in your stock from there. And then for the bonds, you would go directly to the government, which I told you how to do that on another one of these chapters. Anyway, step 3, prepare an asset allocation worksheet, which is the worksheet that I had showed you. And there was a previous chapter about all this already. And the way you prepare the asset allocation worksheet are with the steps after that, which are: begin your research, because you're going to research, locate the PE and the yields. Then step 6, list latest standards and poor's earnings. Step 7, locate T-bond price quotes. Step 8, list latest long-term T-bond yield. Step 9, estimate long-term AA corporation bond yield. Step 10, calculate the difference in yield. Step 11, rank the yields. Step 12, locate market indicators. Step 13, list latest gold price. Step 14, list year ago gold price. Step 15, compare gold prices. Step 16, select your portfolio and place your order. So I believe I went through all these on a separate chapter, like what they each mean and how to get them. And the thing is, reading this book, because you wanted to do this at the beginning of the year, which is now 2 weeks ago, I might do it just, even if it's late, just to see how that goes. But here is, when you select your portfolio and place your order, here is what he says about, when you estimate all those things that I just mentioned on the little, I'm trying to see what it's called again, because I don't know the hot worksheet. I should have just kept the bookmark right there, right? Am I wasting your time? I can't find it. Anyway, it's... I think I'm just like skipping the page that has... Maybe I'm not. Anyway, the worksheet that I just showed you twice just in this video, there it is. It's the asset allocation worksheet. Asset allocation worksheet. So you go through that and estimate all those things on all those steps, and then it gives you an amount. So it says, if the 1 year change is on the negative side, lower than the year ago price, invest 100% of your portfolio in the highest yield U.S. government zero coupon bond available that are due to mature in 20 years or more. And then it says, if the 1 year change in the price of gold is on the plus side, higher than the price a year ago, invest 100% of your beating the DOW asset allocation portfolio and U.S. Treasury bill due to mature a year from now. So if it's higher than a year ago, then you want to put all your money on U.S. Treasury bills, which mature in 1 year from now. If it's less than a year ago, you want to invest in U.S. government zero coupon bonds that are due to mature in 20 years or more. So I'm not sure why that is. Let me see. Uh, anyway, that's what they're recommending, and I just I'm gonna look for all these things, um, and calculate and just get a feeling for it, and maybe next year I'll be prepared to buy bonds. But I don't know if I'm gonna buy a 20-year bond anymore, right? Because I'm gonna be 50 in about a week, and I think I like the U.S. Treasury bills due every year, once a year. But anywho, um, then of course, they talk about getting back into stock. That's chapter 11, which is the last chapter, and so it says that you could invest in one or the other, and they're both good. They've compared them throughout the book, and it's um, a little riskier to invest in stock, but if you invest on the ones that are already big, that will not um, fall apart. For example, Disneyland, it was closed all 2020, and they're good and prosperous right now. Everybody's there again. um, So invest in something big that won't fall with like pandemics or things like that. That way, you won't lose your money. You will stay up, good. Your money's gonna not move too much. It won't gain too much, but it won't drop too much. So it'll be there. Because if you go like to a newer company, then it's riskier, because what if they don't make it, and you lose all your money. So that's where I'm going to be investing my $100 every 2 weeks, and that gives you a couple of um, you know little grabs of companies and what they've been doing. So and they're little, because when you're buying stock, it gives you the name of the company, and then it has like an abbreviation, and with the abbreviation is how you buy the stock. So this is allied allied signal, and how you request it is ALD, um, on your little market thing. Let me hang that up. But anyway, so let me just mention some of the ones that they think are good right now. So it's Allied Signal. They have Aluminum Company of America. That's AA. American Express. American Express. That's AXP. I forget what it's called, the little abbreviation. It has a special name, but it's the abbreviation which you could buy the stock with. AT&T Corporation is just the T. Um, a blue chip, if ever there was one, American Express. So they're blue chips. Blue chips are the ones that are good. The Boeing Company, BA. Caterpillar, CAT. Chevron Corporation, CHV. The Coca-Cola Company, that's KO. EI DuPont and Numers and Company, that's DD. Eastman Kodak Company, EK. Exxon Corporation, XON. General Electric, GE. And then General Motors, GM. Goodyear Tire, GT. Hewlett Packard, HWP. And they have many. International Business Machine, IBM. International Paper Company, IP. And Johnson & Johnson, J&J. And a lot of this book is from 1999, I believe, and all those names, I are companies that I I could sound, oh, I've heard about them, because they're good companies that you won't lose your money in. And JP Morgan, JPM, McDonald's Corporation, MCD, Merck, Minnesota Mining, and then it shows, the little thingy, how it goes up, 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 up. So they're good. Philip Morris, Procter and Gamble. They have Sears Reebok here. They're no longer there. So, you know, it's even if it's less risky, they're still risky, because Sears is no longer anywhere. Travelers Group, um, that United Technology Corporation, Carbide, Walmart. Uh, I heard Walmart is one of the biggest companies. And last but not least, the Walt Disney Company, DIS. That's the one I'm going to invest in my first $100. That's where I'm going to put my money. But that's it. That's all we have is the conclusion, which is a couple pages. But my conclusion is it was really fun learning all of the stuff in here, and the previous book I read. So I spent like whole last year on investing and how to take care of my money and how to make it grow. It was fun, and I learned a lot of things, and I'm gonna implement this year. I'm gonna, like I said, $100 every month. No, every pay period. So $200 a month. See how it goes, because I'm gonna do that all year long and see what happens. This year I'm gonna go motivational. So I'm gonna be reading The High Five Habit from Mel Robbins, which I got this from, actually I got an Amazon gift certificate from my boss, and this is what I bought. This is the journal, which I'm using already. And then last year my sister bought me this one, which I love, like La Historia que te cuentas. This is in Spanish, but this is the woman that helped me like open up and just say, you know what, just go do it, Susan. Just do YouTube. Who cares? If they watch you, they like you. If they don't watch you, they don't like you, they don't have to watch you. And this is more for me. Like, it's helped me a lot. I know I stopped videoing at the end of last year because I have 2 jobs, because I've been, motivated by these people telling me that I could do it. And just, your mind tells you, if you say you can't do it, then you're not able to do it. But they tell me that I could do it, and so then I start telling myself that I could do everything, and I could do it. I have this YouTube channel. It's fun because it's, for one, I've now enjoy videoing myself and talking, and then I play and listen to myself talk again to see how I look dumb or smart or slow or whatever. No, I still have to get a little better at this, but the most important thing, because some of the videos nobody even has watched, but it helps me like keep on top of the things that I said I was gonna do, like my meditation area. And I now have read the whole book, and now I'm gonna read all these books and talk about them. And so now I have to finish, because I'm like posting it here. And then like on Tuesdays I talk about stuff that I do, self-care for me, that I could motivate you guys to start doing, because self-care is amazing. Mental, even reading is just, you fill yourself with knowledge. You help yourself stay healthier, stronger, looking better, less wrinkles. There's so many things you could do for yourself to make you happy, because if you're happy, then you are making other people happy. And it's it's a vicious circle of happiness. So thank you for the people that do listen to me, and hopefully you learn a lot with what I'm reading, and hopefully this motivates you to go and do your own thing, because like Paola Herrera says, you can't hate money, because money is just a little paper that tears and burns and whatever, but it gets you the things that are going to make you happy, you know. And having the money there also, I've learned, like, I've needed money at times when I just want to buy something and I can't get it because I don't have money, because I gave it all away to the credit cards or whatever. And then I don't even want to use the credit cards anymore. So if I don't have the money, I can't get what I want. And I want to be at a point where if the girls say, look, mom, look, let's get this, I could just say, oh, let's get it, you know, because I have the money, not a credit card, because I have the money and savings available to buy stuff that I need or want immediately. And that's what I'm working towards, being out of debt and just having a little savings. So, or a big savings maybe, depending on how well I do with all this stuff that I'm doing, because this year's gonna be action. But anyway, I've talked too much, and I will talk again next week. So I'll leave you, and maybe I'll have something more to tell you at that time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like what you hear. And if you have any suggestions, let me know, and I will try to get you what you want. Anyway, bye. See you next